We begin this morning with a Fox News alert. Israelis and Palestinians celebrating this morning as President Trump secures an historic peace deal to end the war in Gaza. Both Israel and Hamas agreeing to the first phase of the deal, which calls for a ceasefire and the release of all hostages.
Families praising the president after learning their loved ones will finally be returning home.
What do you guys have to say to President Trump?
Thank you. We trust you'll fulfill the mission until every hostage, every 48 of the hostages are home.
And our commander-in-chief confident the deal paves the way for peace in the Middle East.
Surrounding have all signed. I mean, they're all signed up, and it's been really an amazing period of time, and so great for Israel, so great for Muslims, for the Arab countries. And so great for this country, for the United States of America, and that we could be involved in, making a deal like this happen, because it was, many years they talked about peace in the Middle East. This is more than Gaza. This is peace in the Middle East, and it's an incredible thing.
But it is not a done deal just yet. Hamas still has to hold up its end of the bargain. An expert on foreign relations weighs in just a few minutes.
You are watching Fox and Friends First on this historic Thursday morning. I'm Carly Shimkus.
And I'm Todd Pyro. First, let's turn it over to Steve Harrigan with the latest on the ground in Tel Aviv. Steve.
Todd, people woke up across Israel to some very good news this morning. President Trump announcing that historic peace deal between Israel and Hamas that will free all 48 hostages. It's estimated that 20 of those hostages still alive. The president saying he expects those hostages to be set free on Monday.
Terrible situation. They're deep. They're deep in the earth, and they're being gotten, and a lot of things are happening right now. As we speak, so much is happening to get the hostages freed, and we think they'll all be coming back on Monday. So it looks like that's the thing, and that'll include the bodies of the dead.
The Israeli cabinet set to meet today to sign off on the deal. Right now, there's still been military activity in Gaza this morning, some signs of smoke rising, but we expect at least a temporary ceasefire to be announced shortly, and we also expect Israeli military forces beginning to redeploy to a defensive posture along a line as yet to be determined. After all the hostages are released, then Israel will begin to release 250 prisoners. In Tel Aviv here, there's been really some scenes of joy, especially among family members who hope to be soon reunited with people they've been waiting for the past 2 years.
They're coming back. Matan is coming back. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't explain what I'm feeling. It's crazy. What do I say to him? What do I do? Hug and kiss him. Just tell him that I love him. That's it. And to see his eyes sink into mine.
In the longer term of this deal, some challenges still remain. Disarming Hamas is a key one. Also, Hamas may still want to try and play a role in future governance of Gaza. That's something Israel says is not going to happen. We expect President Trump to come to the region, to come here over the weekend to witness the signing of the peace deal and also the release of the hostages, which his administration has done so much to engineer. Guys, back to you.
Steve, give us a sense of what it's like in Israel right now. It feels like a special day here in the United States. I can only imagine what it's like walking around the streets of Tel Aviv.
It is overwhelming, a real sense of joy. And to see a mother about to reunite with her son, I think that's something universal that everyone can feel today.
Yeah. And the fact that the president could be in Israel to witness the signing of this peace deal and also the release of the hostages will be one of the most historic moments of his or any presidency. So we will certainly be watching out for more news on that. Steve Harrigan live for us in Tel Aviv. Steve, thank you. Let's bring in national security and military analyst and international relations expert, Dr. Rebecca Grant. Doctor, good morning to you. Thank you for joining us. 30,000-foot view. What does this breakthrough in peace mean for the region?
Well, first, my heart is full. But second, Hamas said yes to Trump, to the international coalition that he put together. And this is a way forward. So get ready for a new Gaza with aid, with economic redevelopment, and then a much stronger basis for peace. The behind-the-scenes negotiations to get this ceasefire and this hostage release are also the momentum for great things in the Middle East going forward.
We do have to remember we are dealing with a terrorist organization. They are not necessarily known for keeping their word and, operating in an upstanding fashion. So how confident are you that this deal holds and that Hamas does not backtrack, play any games, things like that?
Well, I'm confident because the military pressure is still there. But let's remember the last time there was a big hostage release in late 2023, there were delays, there was a little back and forth. So we're going to be on the edge of our seats until we see those hostages come through. But I'm very confident about this. And hey, remember, we've had our U.S. military in that region, aircraft carriers, all of that. It's great to see this period coming to a close so successfully.
And when it comes to who governs Gaza, the president said that there's going to be a board of peace that he and Tony Blair will be a part of. What do you think about that? And who do you think ultimately governs over this region?
Oh, excellent question. I love the Board of Peace. The one thing we know is it's not going to be Hamas. Yeah. Of course, Israel will be gradually pulling out as well. So we're looking for new leaders, new technocrats in that Palestinian temporary group that can step forward. But it's really going to be for the people of Gaza to have this chance to redevelop, to have a new era in Gaza, and then to begin to bring that together into their political form of government going forward, too.
Last night on Hannity, Trump argued that the June airstrikes that we conducted on Iran against the nuclear facilities there, combined with the tariffs, helped lead us to this moment. Do you agree with that? And if so, how did those two lead us to this moment?
Yes, because Operation Midnight Hammer and the B-2s, that kind of finished off Iran's support for that region. And remember, Iran stirred all this up, and with help from China and in some cases from Russia too. And I think the tariffs really showed that Trump was out to set new deals. And then again, there's a big economic component to the new Gaza going forward, and the tariffs helped show that Trump was really serious about that.
Yeah, and I mean, this is news that these hostage families have been praying and so desperate for 2 years, almost to the day. And many of those hostage families gathered in Tel Aviv yesterday, some of whom we've interviewed here on this show. And they had this message for the president. Listen.
President Trump has done it. He announced just now that our loved ones, the hostages, are coming home. We will not stop fighting until we see the last of the 48 return to their family. Thank you, President Trump, for your courage. Thank you, the Trump administration, for doing everything you can to bring them home. Let's do it.
The president meeting with those very people, the hostage families, was a huge motivating factor for him. He talked a lot about how he would speak to mothers who say they want the bodies of their children just as much as if they were alive. That left a huge mark on him.
Oh, yes, it did. And he put the full weight of his administration into this. Steve Witkoff has been at this the whole time, Jared Kushner remaining there. And he pulled together that international coalition. They help from Egypt, from Qatar, Indonesia, so many other countries participating. This was a heartfelt issue for President Trump. And he believes in peace in the Middle East, and he's going to get it.
To that point, peace in the Middle East obviously has to involve Israel. And Donald Trump last night also telling Hannity that he told Netanyahu that Israel cannot fight the world anymore. And Netanyahu agreed. So what does that mean for Israel going forward?
Well, Israel has restored its security by decimating Hamas and Hezbollah, etc. But Trump is saying, let's look to the next chapter. Let's continue with frameworks like the Abraham Accords. Let's look at a new era, perhaps, for Israel as well as for Gaza.
And you just heard Steve say that President Trump is expected to come to Israel this weekend for the peace deal signing and witnessing the release of those hostages. Dr. Grant, can you imagine what those images will be like of these hostages back in the arms of their family members and President Trump there to witness it all?
I can't wait to see those images, and I'm so glad that he will be there because Israel really is such a strong ally, and it's great if he goes there for that.
And it feels like you're holding your breath until it happens, right?
In your heart of hearts, though, when October 7th happened 2 years ago, and the intervening years, did you think that we would see this moment, see that celebration, and potentially fingers crossed, prayers to God, what we hopefully will see early next week.
Right, and really a fresh chance without the power of Iran and with all the terrorist organizations degraded. I hoped, but I am amazed at what has been achieved.
But, you know, Hamas gave up their leverage. They said that they're going to give up the 20 living and 28 dead. Why would they do that? Was that because of all of this international pressure on them?
Oh, absolutely. We knew that states in the region were tired of Hamas and their shenanigans, tired of what Iran was doing. And finally, the right people behind the scenes and quietly, again, from Qatar, Egypt, so many others, Saudi Arabia, so many others, put that pressure on to say, look, you're defeated. That's the end of the road. They had their chance in Gaza. They're out, and it's going to be a new future for Gaza and for the whole region.
I don't think we can say the phrase "an historic morning" enough, because this truly is something that goes beyond years. It goes beyond decades. In many instances, this goes beyond centuries and millennia. The context of this is almost too difficult to really comprehend and to put into context. Your thoughts on that?
All our lives, we've watched so many U.S. presidents struggle for peace in the Middle East, from the Camp David Accords in the 70s right on through. And today we are seeing truly the beginning of a new chapter. Security for Israel, prosperity all around the region, and that's what's different with Trump. He wants that prosperity to really secure that region's future.
That's right. And President Trump also said that the very difficult decision of going into Iran and bombing those 3 nuclear facilities is one of the things that facilitated this moment of peace through strength. Dr. Grant, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.